Cleveland, home of the Cleveland Browns, the Cleveland Indians, the Cleveland Cavaliers, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Arsenio Hall, Steve Harvey, Avant, and me, Brandon Bell. That's right. Hey, how y'all doing? This is Coffee4Closers. I'm down here in the flats. We're canvassing the area. Now, Cleveland, they're home to many things. One of the main things that we're known for is our fine dining establishments and the good food that we bring. And today, Voice It Radio, myself, Brandon Bell, G1NBC, we're going to be introducing ourselves to these fine people. I'm going to be dropping off some information for them, you know, just let them get to know us and send up some appointments for my guy, Earl Porter and Andre. Shout out, Voice It Radio. And, you know, let's get to meet some of these owners and some of these businesses and see how it goes. So I want y'all to wish me luck. This is the first time I'm going to be doing this, and this is the first time this is ever going to be done. That's right, because we make history at G1NBC and Voice It Radio. And let's have some fun. Let's get into this. Let's get provocative. Let's get... Thanks, John. Yep. I'm out here with my man, John Spalding. Okay, so this is how things go on the weekend, and we're back here with Coffee4Closers. So I just stopped here at the BEERHEAD Bar and Eatery, located down here in the flats. My man I needed to talk to, the general manager, was not there. My man, Scott. I ain't gonna give out his last name or nothing like that, but you know, I'm gonna come back down here. I'm gonna give him a call, see if I can set up an appointment for Earl and Andre to come down and speak with them. But everything is cool, everything is good, and this is a good lesson to learn. It's really hard to reach DMs or decision makers on the weekend, but while you're out here, you might as well just pass out your information and give them something to read, give them some literature, not too much that's gonna overwhelm them, but just enough that's gonna wet their whistle, your contact information. Hopefully they give you a call. Now this is a good lesson for all the salespeople that's out there, whether you do radio sales, whether you do telecom, whatever you do, real estate, you know, hey, you gotta always be out here delivering 7 days a week. This is a job that don't stop, but you just gotta pick and choose, and there's gonna be times where you get them and there's gonna be times where you don't reach the person. But when you reach the person, be ready to deliver. That's why you always gotta have something in your hand. If they're not there, leave it. If they're there, cool. Now they got something they could touch. Now we're gonna keep it moving while we're down here in the flats. This is Brandon X Bell, or Brandon C Bell, professional, with Coffee4Closers. Let's keep it moving. My man John Spalding, he got the camera, I got the mic. Let's make it feel good. Let's do it right. Let's go. All right. Yeah, it's your boy Brandon Bell, Coffee4Closers, Voice It Radio, G1NBC. We back. We outside a Punch Bowl. I'm about to go in, see if I can grab me up a decision maker, sit down, set an appointment for Earl or Andre. If not, it's cool. I got info to drop them off with my contact info, and we're going to keep it moving because it's a little chilly down here, but it's all good. Cleveland, 216. Let's do this. Coffee4Closers. Follow me in the dough. Let's go. Saturday, Cleveland, Ohio. Serge, shout out my man at the Punch Bowl. We just spoke to him, dropped off some info for Voice It Radio. He had an interview to do, which is totally understandable. And whoever he's interviewing, I hope you get the job. You go in there with your head down, you stay focused, you tell them what they need to know, what they need to hear, and you go out there and you get that job. So whoever is interviewing for the job, much power to you, man, and good luck to you, him or her. Once again, Brandon Bell, Coffee4Closers, Voice It Radio, G1NBC. We actually set up an appointment date next Saturday. We're going to be coming back down here. He's going to send us his email. My man is the acting GM, sir. Shout out. We're going to come down, speak to him. I'm going to have Earl. I'm going to have Drake with me. I'm going to have my man John Spalding with me. And we're going to see if we can go ahead and give Punch Bowl some good advertising, and see if they want to sponsor some of the shows. There's a lot of good things for them to do. So hopefully the next Saturday's meeting is going to go well. So this is the first little inkling of success for my new venture with Voice It Radio, being a sales marketing manager. So I look at this as a victory. Like, you know, I take anything and I could turn, you know, I could turn a crumb into an entire loaf of bread. That's what I'm here to do. Take a crumb and turn it into an entire loaf. Not just a loaf to feed myself, but a loaf to feed my family. You know, that's what it's about. Bread, yeast, family, sales. I really want some coffee, but I'm not gonna drink no coffee till I cold something. That's what it's about. That's why the show is called Coffee4Closers. Shout out Alec Baldwin. I think the movie is, what is it? What movie is that, John?
Wall Street.
Wall Street. And that speech, if you're a salesperson, if you haven't seen that speech, you need to watch that speech, because it'll teach you how to talk to people, how not to talk to people. It'll give you a little edge, and then it'll make you put down your coffee and want to go close something. Folgers. Amen. All right, we out. Let's go find us another business. Bold. Strong. Powerful. Forceful. Then you have bold, food and drink. Smooth, elegant, sophisticated. For you, for your dining experience, for your quality. So, myself, Brandon Bell, Coffee4Closers, Voice of Radio, G1NBC. We're down here in front of Bold, West 10th in the Flats. We just finished hitting up BEERHEAD. We just finished hitting up Punch Bowl. And now we're about to slide up here in the Bold and see if we can make something unfold. And yes, I made those words rhyme because I am an MC as well. But today, it's all about closing. It's all about sales. So we're going to go in here. We're going to see if we can reach a general manager, if we can talk to a decision maker and set up an appointment and go ahead and make some dollar. Bring some in because I really want some coffee. I need some coffee, some Starbucks, some Folgers, some Maxwell House, some something, some type of caffeine, morning type of substance drink, and that is coffee. Not tea, not hot water, not lemonade, not Gatorade, coffee. I want coffee, which means I gotta close. So let's go in here and try to close something. Let's make something happen. Let's go, fellas. Let's happen. Let's do this. Bold. Corporate office. Must contact. That's the mission. So apparently, you know, the guy that's in here who's like, he looks pretty official, is like the most interesting man in the world. Like this guy, he didn't talk too much. I was talking to the son, and he came over, whispered something in his ear, real provocative. I mean, it was really like something important. Then he came over, he was a really cool guy. I'm telling you, this place is awesome. Bold, we're gonna contact the corporate offices and see if we can go ahead and set up an appointment. Everything is cool. Like I say, this is a lesson for all the salespeople, man. On Saturdays, it's really hit or miss. And more likely it's a miss, but you don't miss because you can still leave something, you can still make an impact and still make an imprint. Like I saw the guy's face in there, the son, the young guy, he was like, man, I really want to work with these guys at Voice of Radio. Like he had it in his face. It was like golden, you know, so I mean, you know, but what can I say, man? It's a Saturday, it's you know, it's how it goes. But it's all good because you still leave them with something, and that's better than nothing. And then you still leave with something. You know, now we know where the corporate office is located. I'm not going to tell anybody. That's classified information, but we know where the corporate office is located. We got a phone number. We're gonna have an email, and you know, like I say, you got to start somewhere to get somewhere. So if you don't start, you won't finish. You feel me? So that's a life lesson for everybody. You got to start in order to finish. If you never start, you'll never know where that finish line is at. And this is the race that we're running. Coffee4Closers, Brandon Bell, John Spalding, G1NBC, Voice It Radio. Let's keep it moving. I don't know where we're gonna go to next. Life is a GPS. You just gotta find it. You know, this is your map. You discover it. So that's how we're gonna do it. Let's roll. WXYZ bar level 1. This is how we do it. Coffee4Closers. Let's see if I could go in here and see if I can reach somebody and find me a decision maker to pass them on this good info and set up a good appointment to. Now I got the valet right here, my man. He's looking. He don't know. He wants to see what's going on. Yeah, go ahead and get some camera shine, man. What's your name, brother?
Eric.
Eric, yo, my man Eric working the valet. What type of things do you see out here at WXYZ bar working the valet? I know you see a lot of things, a lot of people, man. What type of people come up in here, man?
Yeah, every kind of people, man.
Every kind of people. You hear that, people?
That's America.
America for you. So if you're American and you're every kind of person, this is the place you want to be, especially if you're in Cleveland. So if you're from out of town, you're coming to Cleveland. If you're watching one of those good Cavs games, you come here to WXYZ bar. If you're from Cleveland and you need something to do on the weekend, you come down here to WXYZ bar. If you're a guy like me that's looking for some advertising sales for Voice It Radio, and you're looking for a good place to advertise because they have a good place that they want to advertise to the people, guess where you're going? To the WXYZ bar. So let me see if I can make something happen. I got a lot of people looking at me and they got smiles on their faces, which means I must be doing something right. So let me see if I can do something else right. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? What's up? See, they ain't waved back. Cleveland, baby. You get them, you don't. You know, I gotta get some coffee, so that means I gotta close something. Let's see if we can close something. Let's make it happen. Yo, all right. We're back here at Coffee4Closers. I'm at ALOFT, hotel here in Cleveland, Ohio, West 10th. Just ran into Detective Hampton in my travels here, man. And you know, this is how the type of people that you'll meet when you out. And I just wanted to bring that to the people here. And he's also the president of the Black
Shield Police Association.
Black Shield Police Association. Why don't you tell the people a little bit about that, sir, if you can?
The Black Shield Police Association is an organization, an association that was formed in 1946 by some officers who wanted to get themselves together and establish themselves as a black organization. Our claim to fame is in 1972, where we actually sued the city of Cleveland in order to get more minorities on the job. So that's one of our claim to fame. So at this particular time, that's what we do to make sure that, you know, the scales of justice and balances is prominent in you know, as far as the police force is concerned, between the scales of justice are balanced. So we kind of like the watchdog to make sure that, you know, the promotions and hiring practices are fair, the promotions are fair, and things like that.
Now that's what's up. Mm-hmm. Now you see that? Now that's some that right there. For one, you know, it's a lot of people out here that want to help the city. It's a lot of people out here that want to serve their community. It's a lot of people in the African American community that want to serve their community, and to get the best out of them, they got to make sure that they're treated the best. And I guess that's what you're responsible for, right?
Absolutely, and try to get more African Americans on the job,
right?
Be police officers and careers.
And honestly, I mean, we need that because, you know, I know it's a lot of things going on out in America with, you know, with the police and the African American community. Right. And I'm gonna tell you like this: one of the best way to make a change is be a part of the problem. Well, not be a part of the problem, but be a part of the solution. So if you want to see us change in your community, hey, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. Being a police officer, you know, you don't have to be what they say or the media claims they are, or how they're perceived in the media. You can actually be a police officer that's there for your community. Somebody that's.
You know, want to sum it up? You know how you can say it?
How that?
Be the change you want to see in your neighborhood.
There you go. Want to say that one more time for the
people? Be
the
change you want to see in your neighborhood.
Amen. Be the change that you want to see in your neighborhood, and this brother right here is part of that change that we're seeing in our neighborhoods. And hey, we appreciate the work that you're doing, and you know, bringing in some good brothers into the police academy and making sure that those guys are treated properly, so they can serve the people out here in Cleveland.
Absolutely.
And you know, listen, I don't have no felonies, so I want y'all to keep on doing those good jobs, right? Right. Yeah, ALOFT. It's really interesting in there. There's a lot of cool, interesting people in there. I went in there and felt like I went to LA for like 30 minutes. Cool thing about it, I was able to meet the president of the African American Cleveland Black Shield Union.
CPD,
yeah, that's for the CPD, which was really cool, and we got a good interview with him. You know, we found out that the XYZ bar, you know, they are you know, a corporate you know, conglomerate, so we have to reach out to their advertising agency in order to, you know, do any work with them, which is totally fine. Because I'm used to that. I've been doing radio advertising sales for 10 years. This is the first time I'm doing something like this. Usually I'll be out here in a suit, booted, you know, looking like a lawyer. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you something. That stuff doesn't matter really. What matters is what you got, what you have to present, and what you can do for them to make their dollars matter more. And that's what I'm here to do. But, once again, we got to do some more investigating, which is fine. And I met a detective, so it kind of goes side and side. You know, you got to investigate, you got to find out who these people are to make the decisions, who got the dollars. Same way that these detectives has to find out who committed the murder or the crime and whatnot. So, hey, hold on 1 second. See, I promised my man over here we was going to give him a quick interview. You know what I'm saying? Which we are going to do, because I'm a man of my word, and this is how we do it at Coffee4Closers. Yo,
how you doing, man?
What's your name, man?
Chuck, man.
Yo, my man Chuck. See, I wanted to talk to him because I wanted to get the scoop.
Okay.
Because I know he sees a lot of stuff here being valet. Oh, hey.
How you
see?
Working. If you want to use the valet, I can just take you from here. You can self-park straight ahead, or you can self-park in the garage.
Right. You want to use the valet?
Okay.
Sure.
Straight ahead.
Use the valet.
He's a nice guy.
He's good. He's really good. All right. Hey, yeah, man. So,
all good.
Yeah, word. So, what's your name again, man?
Chuck, man.
Chuck, my man, Chuck. So, listen, how long you been down here doing valet for ALOFT, man?
Man, pretty much since it's been open, man. Since 2013.
Since 2013.
Yeah.
So, man, that's 3 years. So,
Yeah.
3 years, 365 times 3. That's a lot of years. We're talking over 1,000 days here. And those are over 1,000 days. I know you've seen a lot of stuff go on here and a lot of things. What type of things have you seen here, man? Give me like the wildest thing you ever seen, real quick. Please.
Just the wildest thing I ever seen. I feel like it's pretty regular. Just seeing a bunch of drunk people just out, just doing crazy, just regular stuff that you do when you're drunk. Really, nothing too out of the ordinary as far as that. Really.
How about the women?
The women are just gorgeous. Just
There's a lady. I don't even know what she did, but man, she was hot. Hey, are you guys waiting for valet? Yeah, man. So you see a lot of drunk people and stuff, right?
Yeah.
A lot of drunk people, a lot of hot women. So you know what? If you getting drunk downtown and you need to meet hot women, or if you're a drunk hot woman, you need to get a room at the ALOFT, right?
For sure.
And let my man Chuck valet your car. Let my man Chuck valet your car and take good care of you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? For the ladies, my man Chuck is gonna valet your car. Make sure you park right, so when you go up here, you can get a good night's sleep. You ain't gotta worry about the hangover the next morning, right?
You ain't gotta worry about your car either. It's gonna be all good.
All good, all good. All right, Chuck.
All right, dog.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, fam.
All right, no problem.
Thank you for doing this interview. Coffee for closers. You know what I mean? You don't get no coffee unless you close, unless you sell, right? That's how we do it. I think this is gonna be the end right here. My man John Spalding, he got things he gotta do. I got things I gotta do. We got families and bills and life and whatnot. But walk with me. Today, Saturday, Cleveland, February 26th, was a very interesting day. It was my first day with my new show on YouTube, on G1NBC, on Voice of Radio, Coffee for Closers. As I dig into the pile and the abyss of the Cleveland business scene and try to see what's in there, which is, when you look, is gold. A lot of great businesses, a lot of great business owners, a lot of people that care about the quality that they deliver to their customers and their patrons, a lot of people that care about the service that they give to the people of this great city of Cleveland, Ohio. And I, as sales manager for Voice of Radio, will conquer these businesses. I, Brandon Bell, will go into the unforgiving landscape of the Cleveland frozen tundra and succeed where many people have failed. But many people have found good, glorious success. And that is advertising sales. And if you look it up, it is one of the most stressful businesses you could possibly be in. It causes ulcers because you're always working. And you're always closing because you always want coffee, but you don't get coffee unless you close. Long day. Long day. I didn't close anything today. So I'm gonna drink a pop. I don't get coffee. That's perfectly fine. This is Brandon Bell, Coffee for Closers, Voice of Radio, G1NBC, John Spalding, and for everybody that didn't meet the man, the myth, the legend, the bald head lover himself. And I'm just playing. Yeah, my man Earl Porter, chairman of the board.
That won't be me.
Voice of Radio. And we're just gonna sit here, we're gonna debrief. It was a long day, good productive first day. It was really my first day to really take this show, combine it with my advertising sales and really create something that was really special. Met a lot of really unique people, and I'm looking forward to meeting more people. We got some cards, got an appointment. I mean, it seemed like a pretty good day. So what I got coming up for the week?
We got actually on Monday trying to close 2 new shows.
What?
2 new radio shows, and also an artist management kind of deal. Not artist management, but we have packages for artists.
Right.
To promote their music and all that. So that's another one for Monday. I have to have this contract prepared for 5 Points Grill.
Okay.
Big one on the 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Meeting with Stern Advertising Agency for possible McDonald's contract.
What now that's for the apps, right? When we was talking
Yeah,
about
they got these apps that they want us to get out, or they want us to promote. Pretty much where these apps they want people to start redeeming the free coupons that's on these apps.
Right.
For some reason the apps are out there, but people are not redeeming them.
Right.
You know, right from their cell phones. So it's something that we can easily push through our network. So hopefully when they come in.
I'm surprised they having problems with that, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, they're not telling anybody.
Right.
They're not telling anybody they actually have that app out there.
That's cool. We'll tell plenty of people, man.
So make sure everybody knows. And so that's it. Hopefully we have two new shows come Monday.
Right.
I'm here on Voice of Radio, and I'm gonna close another contract, and then you got it. When is your? Well, you don't know when
You
it
got.
is.
I mean, it's next Saturday. I mean, I think we should do. I mean, time. I'll just make sure I get in contact with him and lock down a time. But he's just come up there next Saturday.
Right.
And have that date set up. I got these cards here. I'm gonna set up a day where you sit down and meet with Detective Hampton, Black Shield Police Association. I'm gonna get on the phone with Scott from BEERHEAD. I'm gonna go ahead and get in contact with Bold's advertising agency this week. Set up a meeting for us to go there, and ALOFT. So I mean, we got I got some good leads here. For a first day just out in the field on a Saturday, I mean,
right.
It was pretty
casual
good.
Saturday too.
Very casual, man. Because really, I look at it like this. Either I'm gonna come in and look like I'm gonna sell something, or I'm gonna come in and then sell something.
Right.
So I don't want to scare, because you know how it is out there, man. It's either you dress for success and it works. Sometimes it don't. So it's a Saturday. I want people to get comfortable with me, and hey, I'm not here to sell you guys or anything right now. If you don't want to be sold, I'm just here to learn about you guys and let you guys learn about us. And so that was kind of like the approach I took today, and it worked. It was pretty good. So we're gonna hit out hard over the next couple of weeks. I'm gonna set you up some good appointments. Let's get some things in. Hell, shit, I really need some coffee though. To tell you the truth.
Well, you know as well as I know, coffee is for closers, bro.
Coffee4Closers.
See you Monday.
So, I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. I did. We're going to have another episode coming to y'all soon. We're going to get some appointments. We're going to get some interviews. We're going to talk to some business owners. We're going to meet a lot of great people. We're going to introduce you to a lot of good things, a lot of good businesses, and that's what it's about. So I love Cleveland. I love you, and I hope y'all love me too. I'm going to holla. Coffee4Closers. Where's my Folgers? Holla.